Brooklyn Independent Television.
On Brooklyn Independent TV's Intersects program, I recently got a chance to speak with Deputy Mayor for Education and Development, Dennis Walcott, when he joined Principal Nakia Haskins of the Brooklyn Brownstone School and parent Sonia Hooks for a discussion about the school year ahead. Here's part of that conversation. So we've gotten this race to the top funding. Where's that money going to go?
Well, Race to the Top money is very specific, and it was mentioned earlier about core curriculum. It's to deal with core curriculum, teacher evaluation. It's very targeted money, and so you'll start to see the results of that soon. And as a result of Race to the Top, it deals with trying to make sure we're a uniform system as far as standards are concerned, and how we're putting evaluation systems in place, because part of the challenge has been in dealing with teacher evaluations. And as people said that in the past, that teachers shouldn't be guaranteed a lifetime job. As a principal, her hands are tied once a teacher is basically granted tenure on that teacher then being there until. And we have to make sure we have an evaluation system in place. So Race to the Top is really to deal with the enactment of the reforms that the President and the Education Secretary put in place to make sure that schools are being held accountable. And it's all part of a package of really taking a look at the lower 5% of schools and areas and making sure we reform those schools. Lists will be coming out while not directly tied to Race to the Top money. Again, it goes back to the accountability of making sure that we're holding those schools accountable and either transforming those schools or phasing those schools out, replacing principal leadership and teachers in those schools. So there are various standards that the federal government now putting on the state that the state will have to put on to the local municipalities to make sure we're complying with the federal standards.
I'm going to ask each of you to sort of give us a little push and share something that parents can do to become active and engaged stakeholders in their children's education for this year and beyond.
I've always said that the school is like a three-legged stool, or the student. So you have the parent, the school, and the child. If one person isn't doing their job, the stool doesn't stand. It's really important that parents choose the right school for them and their child. It's important to make sure that the child is happy there, the parents are happy there, and the school is a place that they feel is enriching and viable option for them. Don't choose a school based on your neighbor's perception. Really go see these schools. And once you get there, engage. It means so much to your child to say, my mom helped put that bulletin board up, or my dad came to speak for Career Day. And it really makes the school feel more like a community. And every assistance that any parent can give to a school really does a lot for their child's self-esteem in the school and really helps the school out. So don't just choose blindly, engage and find the right school.
Sonia, your quick tip for getting in the school and doing it right this year?
Yeah, I think it's important that you're involved on your school level, but I also think that as much as you can, that you take a part in the greater district as well. There are community education councils that represent each district across the city, and they're set up for the parent's voice to the DOE. And I think that we need more parents engaged, not only on a local level, but a greater district level, because I think those families, there's families who are giving great voice to their school who could lend a greater voice to their district.
Deputy Mayor Walcott.
I totally agree with them. I mean, really, I think just parent at local level, then you have parents who want to get involved at the district level, and parents who get involved at the macro level. I think the most important thing is doing your research, knowing information about the school and what's going on, and not just reacting to the headlines.
You can watch Intersect the first and third Monday of every month right here at 9:30 p.m.
Become a fan on Facebook, like Brooklyn Independent Television.